So, as you probably already know, there's a completely new DevNow of 2026, and it is a day old. I do want to apologize for being a little bit slow here. I have been having some issues with stuff here. But with that aside, I do want to talk about everything in this DevNow that's kind of related to Cookie Run Kingdom. I know there's a bunch of other games like Oven Break, Tower Adventures, Oven Smash, Crumble, stuff like that, games that I don't exactly play. So I will be focusing exactly on stuff related to Cookie Run Kingdom, or stuff that I think I would find interesting to talk about. So let's just get to the point. Starting off, Cookie Run Kingdom was in the top 10 US trends reports for 2025. That's awesome! I find that super exciting. Like, it is number 8 with Squid Game, Roblox, K-pop Demon Hunters, Brain Rot, which is I think another Roblox thing, a political figure that I will not name, Labubu, which how are these things still in trend? Nintendo Switch 2, guess that's a new console, Blue Lock, I'm not sure what that is, and Katsai, oh my goodness, the thing keeps appearing right there, but another thing there, Cookie Run Kingdom being 8, I think we can go higher, because Labubu and this political figure will die down in 2026, so we can go higher. I think we can do that. I think that's super cool. Second, it's these games going here. Honestly, I'm shocked how many Cookie Run Kingdom games, or Cookie Run games, sorry, are growing here. I think that's cool, and with Oven Smash hopefully nearby, I actually plan to play Oven Smash. I don't know if you guys would like to see content on it, if I should make it on channel on that. Because I actually feel like Oven Smash is kind of like a Brawl Stars type game, but for like Cookie Run, which I like. I actually play Brawl Stars. Here's a picture of my profile. I actually play it a decent chunk. I actually think it's pretty cool. One thing I would like with all these games would be a content creator program. I think that would be super cool. You know, that comes a lot from me being a content creator, but I still feel like that would be something that would help the community. But moving on, I still haven't even gotten to the Cookie Run Kingdom stuff, which I should actually do that. But moving on, the first thing they announced here is the Timekeeper Cookie, which I think there was a Timekeeper sneak peek coming around with the dragons too, which is awesome. I really look forward to this little thing, and here's a little beta animation with this, which I find super cool. Obviously, it's not unfinished. I think this is fun. I really like that they're working really hard on a Timekeeper thing, since this is a beloved cookie. And honestly, unpopular opinion, I'm actually excited to see how the new Shadow Nook will be. Because I don't think he will be exactly the same as all the other, how he typically was. Because he consumed all the beasts and is different, and he kind of just took this differently. So I'm actually really excited for that. And also, him connected also means the ancients are still connected with the story in a way, and they're not just like their own now right there because they're connected with the beast. And also the dragons. The dragons as well. Peak. But I still think that we have to go through Timekeeper first before we go through the dragons. And here looks like to be the intro screen of the Timekeeper update. Okay, so we have Black Sapphire and Candy Apple here, which is nice. They didn't forget about the minions right here, because I felt they forgot about them in the BC's chapter 15 thing, because they just disappeared. People might assume they died or something like that. We do have another cookie here, a new one. We have Croissant Cookie, which is new. We have Pure Vanilla. We have cookies here that might be from the Tanny Balance department, but I don't know. I am not knowledgeable here. And we have Timekeeper, herself, which I think is really, really nice. I'm really excited for this Act 2, and I hope it does it really well. Honestly, this intro design of Timekeeper Cookie, I like this so much. Oh man. And funny enough, Timekeeper's going to fit perfectly in the meta. Here's why. You won't even have to replace any cookie. The reason I say this, cookies like Sugar Swan all the way down here, have to have some ability that nerfs them if they don't have a healer, or same thing with Millennial Tree, right here, which removes a protection unit. But I personally think that's not necessary here, because I've been grinding Arena a lot this season, and I have noticed one cookie stands out doing noticeably worse than everyone else, and that is Eternal Sugar Cookie, or Silent Soul Cookie if you have him there, or whatever cookie or White Lily Awaken if you have there. I noticed that's the worst one of them all. Venom Dough is kind of locked on here because it's the non-restricted. Unless they had a stronger non-restricted right there, I think that one's locked in. I personally think Timekeeper's going to go here. That's my solid prediction that I'm just going to say off the bat. And there's also going to be a new area of story mode right here. There's going to be one. I'm guessing it's swirled on purpose. But I do want to say one thing. Keep Monster Menace. Please keep Monster Menace in this mode. I think that mode is great, underrated, and it's really powerful. Do not remove that mode. And it seems that we are going to have changes in how the episodes work. For a new main chapter story from every 4 weeks to every... What do you mean we're gonna have a new chapter every 2 weeks? 2? Bro, oh my goodness. I'm not even able to keep up with monthly. More often than that. But oh my goodness. That is going to be a lie. They're also adding this quality of life thing. This is huge. I like this. I think I can recognize everything here. The fountain, the daily gift, Tropic Soda Island, the gacha, the shop, Cookie Alliance, guild battle, Monster Menace. Yes, they haven't removed it. Seaside Islands, bounties, and all of these are production stuff that are obviously going to stay. And there's 2 more to below that I can't see. There's also a new epic. Now, this is a new epic called Ash Salt Cookie, which I think is a pretty cool one. I think he looks great. I don't know if he'll be added on the April or May one, but I think that one's pretty cool. He might be added in the May one because I saw a little bit of a weird cookie in the intro for Timekeeper. I might be wrong. I am not wrong. Here he is. Okay, that's great to know. And besides that, we do have something interesting, which is a legendary costume for Black Sapphire Cookie. That means there is going to be a grand total of 4 legendary costumes in a banner to be drawable at once. Insert Divine Boom sound effect with exactly what's going to happen. That video got 40,000 views. Let's do it again, baby. You know I'm doing this when these things come out. I am looking at that. And they're adding affinity for Black Sapphire and Candy Apple. Nice, but please add more than just that. And they're planning to upgrade it, which I mean, that's huge. I personally I wasn't a huge fan of this affinity system. It felt rushed, not all cookies. The way it worked, it was really, really improper if you ask me. It wasn't properly done, but I like that they're upgrading it a little bit. There's also this DevNow 2026 event, which I have actually already seen. If I go to events right here and go to the DevNow, I actually have been collecting it for 3 days and 4 days when you guys are seeing this video. Or more if I somehow become too slow. Now, here's the thing. You can get some special prizes here, like 10,000 crystals, or 10,000 crystals, or 30,000 rainbow cubes. Now, the big one is the Cookie Run K-Pop, K-Culture Tour VIP invitation. If this happens, I'm vlogging this entire thing for the channel. But it's not gonna happen because there's 2 winners. Only 2 winners. And there's no way I'm winning that. But hey, you never know. It's called foreshadowing if it happens. And it would be really funny if it did happen. But let's be honest, it definitely will not happen. But most of that stuff is going to be in May. But what about April, which is actually really, really soon. It's like 1 week away. Well, we're gonna be having this little update. I'm sure you guys already know this. It's a collab, and it's one of the few things that was actually on the search bar above Cookie Run Kingdom of the 2025 most searched things. So that's pretty cool. Oh, heck, they even show it here. They're number 3. That's super neat. That's incredible. Honestly, hopefully the collab is good. I don't know. It's been a while since it's been a collab. The last one was the Wicked collab. So I honestly thought that collab was it was okay, but it felt unnecessary. It felt forced. Hopefully this one's better, so I do look forward to that one. Also, here is the K-Boulder VIP invitation. Yes, there is this little event right here. I don't know if I mentioned this already. There's also this code right here, DevNow 2026 thank you, and it's valid until the end of April, which gives us one 5 draw of costumes and a 10 draw for crystals, and for other games if you somehow play those other games and watch my videos, which I highly doubt. which I did redeem the code right here a little while ago, and I'm gonna claim it right here. Awesome, now I have even more cubes and more crystals to the collection. Horde gaming! Okay, well let's actually discuss about some of the thoughts that I have over this update, or this stuff. First, starting with the K-pop Demon Hunters collab, which is I think the 5th collab in this channel, or basically 5th collab for the Devsisters. Devsisters and was Cookie Run Kingdom. First being the Sonic and Tails, second being with the BTS, Disney, the Wicked collab, and now we have this one. I do hope this one's better than the Wicked collab, which we had kind of recently, because the Wicked collab was really, it was pretty mediocre if you ask me. It felt forced, it felt unnecessary, it felt all over the top. Hopefully they do dedicate this month to do this collab properly, especially the fact since it is a little higher on the trending topic list on here, which they did celebrate here. So hopefully we do have that going for us. Let's just hope, but there's only one way to see if it goes well. Hopefully the 3 collab cookies are gone as special, not guests, and they're basically gettable without having to pay money and pretty viable to do free to play overall. But there isn't much stuff outside of there besides the update. Most of it is put behind the little Timekeeper stuff, which I think is fine. There's a new epic, there's a return of the minions, Timekeeper herself, a bunch of the time balance apartment cookies, which I do look forward. They're going to introduce the story at full swing, which I definitely look forward to. Hopefully they do this well. I look forward to this with all these other new cookies, because maybe we might get like other cookies besides the Ash cookie. I don't remember his name exactly, because there's other cookies like Croissant, the other time balance apartments. Maybe there's more chapters to Timekeeper than this, but I can't specifically say because I don't really know. I also do notice Shadow Milk Snake is here. I think this is Shadow Milk Snake, so I am interested how Shadow Milk will be introduced as a main villain. I genuinely look forward to that. I really want to see how it's developed, because I hope it is a different, more strong, menacing type of villain than the Shadow Milk of the past. Also, a thing that I forgot to pass in the last one is here. These are the new episodes. What the heck is this? This looks so weird. Like, compared to main episodes, we're working the structured and advanced format. What is this format? I don't know if I'm a fan of it, because like it doesn't have the animation of the cookies being there and being felt like we're in that atmosphere. It feels like we're not in that atmosphere anymore. It feels like it's lost a little bit, to be honest. I don't think it's going to deliver a wider variety, which this feels like less than the actual Beast East maps, but I do have to wait and find out. Also, will we be using juicy stamina jellies, or will we be using a new stamina jellies that are not here? I guess we have to wait and find out. Also, this quality of life thing, I really do like this. I look forward to this. Hopefully this helps things make it less overwhelming. And there's time skips for this. I think that's huge. That will just make things so much easier than they should be. Because you can just, for a regular player, they can just do this stuff without having to worry about it, which I think is huge. We also have the Discord where everything's going to be, announced for the upcoming update, which is in 2 days, since I'm releasing this video, or that's the goal. And it is a little bit of small continuation update right here, the Veil of Darkness of Cookie Run Kingdom March 2025 update. We have a new story, which blooms against the Sugar Sunset, which I guess is cool. This will help us wrap up more stuff with the story. Will help us wrap up with, like, where's Chili Pepper, where's Custard? So stuff like that will be wrapped up. What happened to Beast Minions? What happened with everything else? I find that great that we're still getting a little bit more time to wrap that up. And this looks a little bit recent, because look at Gingerbread right here. He looks bruised that he just came out of the oven. So I do look forward to wrapping up the story, a little bit of an epilogue, which I think is cool, before going and jumping straight into the next one. We also have this Bravery and Curiosity, which is letter arrives once everything's over. I don't know what it is. I do remember this little letters at the end of the story, which I did end up seeing, which I'm not sure how this will be in. If you do know, let me know in the comments. But moving on, we do have the Legendary Gacha. I do plan to make a video on this, so keep an eye out on that. Nice gacha, really good for new players. Especially trying to get those legendaries that really matter, like Millennial Tree. If you don't have a Millennial Tree, now's your time to get him, as well as other legendaries like Wind Archer with the Crystal Gem, or Sea Fairy for Guild Battle. That's pretty nice as well. There is even rewards for the first 100 draws, so make sure to get those. I mean, dude, it's free rewards. You always say yes here. You do 10 draws here, you get 10 extra. Like, that's the freest thing ever. And we also have the April Fool's thing, which is a Rocky Run, which is also like a Flappy Bird, pretty much. I mean, this is the gift they gave for it. Like, it's literally Flappy Run. Literally that. It's Flappy Run, but Cookie Run Kingdom style. That's pretty much it. And it's a small update, pretty much for 2 weeks before we jump straight into the Timekeeper Madness. Not the Timekeeper Madness, the Demon K-Pop Hunters Madness. So I do look forward to that. Hopefully this intro screen is given to everyone. I think this is really cool. I really like this intro screen. Hopefully, I wish we could change to have this kept even after future updates, but we probably won't. I think this thing is really, really, really cool. And I'm going to wrap things up here. I hope you guys enjoy. If you have any questions or think I have anything I missed, let me know in the comments. I will be happy to answer. Or feel free to discuss it in my Discord. Link in the description. I'd appreciate it if you join. That's going to be pretty much it. Subscribe because it would mean a lot. And have a good day.